Arsenal Fan TV America, all the football fans, all the soccer fans around the world. We welcome you back to your favorite Arsenal Fan TV America here from the US Pacific Northwest. We're going to talk about a couple of things today. So please, before we go forward, don't forget, so we can bring you more video, hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe. And thank you for all the new subscribers once again. Hey, listen, Arsenal are playing Liverpool tomorrow. I know that rarely you see us coming right before the game to talk a little bit about Arsenal and what's going to happen and who is on the squad, who is not making it to the squad, you know, Thomas Partey situation. There's a lot to talk about right before this Liverpool game. And on top of all that, let me just tell you right up front, this is such an important game. I mean, are you Arsenal players, are we ready to go to war? Are we ready to go fight for the Premier League? That is how big this game is. I mean, fight for the Premier League title. So if we want to, pursue our dreams and win this title, this is it. You got to beat Liverpool. Now, Mikel Arteta had a press conference, of course, and I wanted to listen to, what he's saying, but he really turned me off, and hopefully that's not the way that we play tomorrow, by saying, and I quote, he said, we're just going to play like the last two games we played against them. What? Okay, you're talking about the game we played away and we drew because Zinchenko gave a goal to Salah, or gave a goal away, and it was 1-1 at the end after the heroic, Declan Rice, and the horrific miss by the Liverpool players. So thank God it was 1-1. You're talking about that game. And then the game in the FA Cup that they came at the Emirates and beat us and took us out. I don't think that's a good example, sir. I don't think I am really confident if you are going to tell me we're going to play the same way. No. We have to now prove that we can change game plans and adapt to other teams. So it's according to who you're playing. You have to really now make your game plan, right? Because you're playing Liverpool. You know their strength. You know what they need to do. But Arsenal have to be, again, flying on all cylinders. And I said it last episode. If you watched our last episode, I talked about how important it is to be ready. Meaning, attitude, number one. Head in the game. Knowing the importance of this very game and the relation between this game and winning the league. So we have to really underline. And Mikel Arteta has to be talking from now, from yesterday, from the day before, from last week, about how important this one game is for us. We're ready to go fight. Whomever's going to win the fight tomorrow might very well win the Premier League. I tell you that much, because that's going to make a significant difference for us, not for them, because if they do it, now they're going to be unstoppable. So we need to stop them now, and we need to show everyone that we mean business. If we do, playing like the last two games, I don't want to hear that. So hopefully tomorrow we'll see, the Gabriel and Saliba partnership. Hopefully we see Ben White. I love to see Benny. But on the left-hand side, I would definitely not play Zinchenko. I can stick with three in the back because you have those guys and you can turn it into five. You have three in the back, Ben White, William Saliba, and Gabriel, that are lethal. Let's switch something tomorrow and play with those three in the back and see what happens. We're playing at the Emirates. I know Liverpool are very quick on the counter, but Salah is not playing. So they're not as quick on a counter. And now we have solidarity in the back. We have that wall. And we can have the two track back. Play Nelson. Play him on one of the flanks. He can come back and defend. He can. But I don't know if he will. So expected Zinchenko. I'm expecting versus what I want to. I expect Zinchenko to play Gabriel Saliba and Ben White 4. Declan Rice, probably Kai Havertz and Odegaard in the middle because of the size of Kai and the strength. Hopefully just not Jorginho. Hopefully Emil Smith-Rowe again. You never know. And up front, of course, Gabby Jesus is going to start through the middle. To the left, Martinelli, and to the right, it's Bukayo Saka. But again, I want to see Trossard. I don't want to see Gabby Jesus start. That's just what I want. What I want to see is I want to see three in the back. I want to see Gabriel. I want to see William Saliba and Ben White. And then I want to see Nelson on one side and Bukayo Saka on the other side. Yeah, he can come back and defend. You remember when he played as a left back in the days? And then in the middle, yes, you can put that partnership between Odegaard, Kai Havertz, and of course the Declan Rice. And in the front, you have now Trossard and Martinelli. So, not bad. Not bad. All I took, it was Zinchenko and added another player to play, up front and give us more to go up front. And again, solidify the back a little bit by putting Ben Wyatt, by putting Gabriel, and by putting William Saliba in the middle. Thomas Partey. What happened to Thomas Partey? It says a small setback, minor problem. He had a setback. He just came back and had a setback. I mean, I'm not sure what's happening with Thomas Partey. I'm not sure what kind of medical attention he's giving, but it seems, I don't know if shambolic is the right word to use. I don't know what's happening. There's no clear injury. Thigh injury. Now it's aggravated. Is he coming back right away? Are we warming him up? I mean, I don't know what's going on with Thomas Partey, but I hope to see him soon because he is lethal. I really hope he comes back. Hopefully Kai Havertz plays one of those games that he shows us why he cost what he cost or why we paid what we paid for him. 60 some odd $1 million. Yes. Of course, Jurgen Klopp is leaving Liverpool. They're going to go play for him. They will play for him. They'll play hard for him. So like I said, this is a battle. You win it, it takes us to the next level. So hopefully we choose the right players. Hopefully we choose the right game plan. Hopefully our players are motivated because, again, we need the motivation. We need the fans at the Emirates. You have the atmosphere and the fans already. So the motivation should be there. You should want to beat Liverpool. You should want to play the best game of the season. Every Arsenal player mindset should be that way. And if the coach sees from his selection that one of them doesn't have that mindset, take him out. Play the right player, the right mindset player, not the right technical player that fits in whatever plan. No, it's the motivated player, that mentally ready player that wants to fight. And that was, about the game tomorrow. And we talked about the game tomorrow. The part 2 in this episode I wanted to talk about is how we football here in America. How do we see it? How do we operate? So, I wanted to touch base real quick about, a couple of articles I read about Arsene Wenger and about how he sees the game. And I wanted to relate that to, football here in the States, which, of course, everyone calls soccer. It's not, the problem is by calling it soccer, everyone kind of say, hey, it's not soccer, it's football. It's not soccer, it's football. So it's kind of like the same answer. Oh, it's played with the foot. It's played with the foot. To me, it's not about it's played with the foot or the American football or the differences or not. It's about when we name a sport a different name, now we're going about the sport a different way. So the problem is soccer is not football. It's not. Soccer in America is looked at as a game that, a single individual that's really, really good can play in any team, take the ball from goal to goal, and then just score. So this is mostly soccer, and mostly the kids are told it's about winning, and you have to win. And if they don't win, the parents are very mad. And of course, the parents are very mad, so the kid is disappointed. And that's a problem. The kid should be playing the game to play the game. Winning is a good thing, but it doesn't have to always be about winning. And also from such a young age that doesn't really understand winning yet. So don't force your child to just think about winning. Force your child to do the best they can and to be the very best version of themselves and to be themselves, because that's the only way you are going to get the ultimate happiness from your child or out of your child. And I know as parents, you all want your children to be happy, but going about it, sometimes we do it the wrong way. That intense parent outside makes an intense child inside that can hate the game, could be a tremendous footballer, but hates the game. And I think one of the biggest problems here in America that when they get to college and some coach told them, hey, that's not the way we play. I don't want you playing here. They go now play some other sport, sometimes American football even, or any other sport, or they stop, their sports career. And that makes a huge problem or a humongous problem. And the biggest problem when I talk to anybody here in our area that's coaching soccer or knows the game, we always talk about that specific problem. The people that are out there, we know they're great players. How do we link them to the system? But unfortunately, the system in America is pay to play. So the child will cost, $3,700 or so for a parent to have them go to play, not even learn the sport. So it's organized games. Everybody goes and just plays, and that's it. Not a lot of the coaches you go here and see have agility, stretching, preparation. They tell you here that you have to go to the field, you see the kids play, and then practice, and then play. Well, you have to break that down. Playing the game is great, and kids have to play the game most of, not all the time. But before the game, what do they do so they're in the right frame of mind? They're prepared for the game. I think I see the kid that's prepared, and I know he's happier because he knows what to do, knows the expectation, versus the kid that goes in and like, oh my God, maybe this is not for me. They're scared, so they're not enjoying. So a prepared kid enjoys more. So how do we prepare those kids? How do we tell the coaches, please talk to them about stretching, talk to them while stretching, talk to each other, to say hi, to, socially communicate, say hi to the new players, introduce yourselves if you haven't played with them before, if there's new kids, talk about something, in school, that's something the kids should be doing. But do that as you stretch. Run before you play. Just run a little bit so you can loosen your body. And running is what you need in the game. So if I don't have enough running, and if I don't make enough, laps, or I don't do enough laps in training, or I don't do enough activities in training to make me a better runner or to sprint, I'm going to lose it in the game, right? So these are all part of preparations. But let's do that with kids earlier. Why? Because it becomes a problem for a coach at later age to coach a team now that has, players 18 and over that don't know the fundamentals of the game, that didn't have the right map in their brains for the coach to take and build on. What's the right map? We're taught here to execute, right? And then, execution is first. Take the shot, see where it is and do it, versus, okay, look at the space first, right? Analyze the space and then execute. So I think we're wired, the wrong way. We have to be able to set up our youth to succeed, because I don't think we're ever going to be on the world's level or on these, South America, Europe's level, all these countries and continents, that produce beautiful football. We're never going to be on that level if we're playing the game and teaching the kids a different game. So hopefully that, this message can get to most coaches here. We want to do better, communicate, talk to each other's, get the best activities out of each other's. Let's focus more on development and less on winning games, because development is what makes you win games. But we can't just focus here and not show them the foundation, the basis of the game. So please, again, you have a lot of tools. You could go to YouTube. You could see and watch lots and lots of coaches. I'm here in the Washington and Portland, Southern Washington and Portland area. I know a lot of coaches, and they'll ask for help, and I'm always here. And anyone that watches this from the area or any other area that needs drills or needs any help, please don't hesitate. Arsenal Fan TV America, thank you very, very much for watching. I wish and I hope that tomorrow I come back to you after we beat Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium. Come on, you Gunners. Make it a great Sunday here for us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.